For years, I thought that one day I would just start loving myself. Maybe after I lost weight, maybe after I gained confidence. But I've realized that self-love is not some destination. Let me tell you why. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Julia. I am passionate about creating an authentic life and hopefully inspiring you to do the same. And yeah, let's get into it. From pretty much the ages of 8 to 18, I did not like myself. I hated my body. I was always comparing myself to other people, other peers. I was just focused on the fact that I did not like the way I looked. I did not like the way I was. I was just really unhappy. At around 20, I really wanted to make a change for my life. I was so sick of being unhappy with my life, with myself, with everything. I remember I was at work one day and I wanted to listen to a podcast at the same time as I was working, and I literally typed on Spotify, how to be happy. I found all different types of self-love podcasts and just self-help type of content. And that's really when my journey began. It was little by little, I started going to the gym. I incorporated journaling, meditating, moving my body, eating more healthy, just doing all of these little things that pretty much stacked up. And I made it a really big priority to change my life and to become someone that I was actually proud of and someone that I loved. At around 23, 24, when I had pretty much turned my life around, I remember vividly journaling in my journal that I would never imagine that I could go back to the old me. Like, I was convinced that this is what I'm forever doing. I also thought okay, I have life figured out. I turned my life around. And don't get me wrong, I still think that it was such a big achievement to turn my life around from what it was, like how miserable I used to be, versus then becoming someone that was actually pretty happy and that was happy with myself and my mind and my body. Then life happened and I met my current partner. For the first 6 months, I was in a blissful state with my partner, living in the honeymoon phase, which I'm sure it's very familiar to a lot of people. I stopped meditating, I stopped journaling, my eating habits changed. The only thing that was constant was me going to the gym, pretty much. But other than that, I stopped all of the habits I had created up until then. It was interesting because I was in the happiest relationship of my life, but little by little I started to notice that I was not very happy with myself. I felt like I had lost myself, especially after the honeymoon phase was over, and you realize that life is not just about the other person, it's also about yourself and being happy with yourself. One pivotal point that I realized what had happened was that I realized I had gained over 10 kilos in a year. That was when I really realized, okay, I need to start building these little habits again, as if I'm starting from scratch. But I wasn't really starting from scratch because I had all the building blocks to a happy life because I had done it already one time before. But it was definitely a feeling of discouragement because I was looking at old pictures of myself and I was thinking I got so far in my journey that I felt so disappointed in myself that I had let go. I had basically given up on myself and just relied on the high that my relationship was giving me. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that feeling. I realized that I cannot count on my partner to bring me happiness. I have to create my own happiness. The beginning of this year, I really decided, okay, I'm gonna get back to myself, and I started eating right again. I made a proper meal plan for myself. I started walking more. A lot of the things that I wanted to do in terms of losing weight were a lot of habits that made my mental health better as well. So me losing myself wasn't about the weight I gained. It was more about all of the habits that I built and losing them, not doing them anymore. So yeah, little by little, as my weight went down, I realized, okay, this is something that I have to keep up. Because previously, I think I thought that, okay, this is it. I achieved loving myself. But in reality, loving yourself is not something you achieve. It's something you constantly have to build. At least for me, that's my experience. The point of this video is not to say that losing weight made me happier. No. The point is that because I lost all my habits, I lost all the things I was doing prior, and I gained all this weight, that really, it needed to happen, because I don't think I would have ever realized that I needed to keep these habits going at all times, or else I was not gonna be happy with myself. I was not gonna be at a place where I loved myself. Because if I don't keep showing up every day, how could I be a person that I'm proud of? If I just let go and don't do anything that's good for me, mentally and physically, how could I be someone that I loved? And these were just things that I thought were important in terms of loving myself. This is not to say that these are the things that you need to do in order to love yourself. I think that loving yourself comes down to creating habits and creating behaviors that you're proud of, whatever they are. That whenever you look in the mirror, you can say, okay, I'm proud of that person. And it doesn't matter what you look like, or it doesn't matter how much you weigh, but what matters is how you feel about yourself. And I gotten to a point where I was like, I was not happy with myself. I was not proud of myself. I didn't feel comfortable in my body. So that was the first cue to me being like, okay, I need to make a change. And yeah, today I do realize that self-love is never gonna just come to me. It's never gonna be something that's always there. It's something I have to keep up doing through my habits for the rest of my life. Because at least I'm not built in a way where I love myself every day. But today I can definitely say that I'm the closest to loving myself. Loving yourself is never gonna be easy, but I definitely think loving yourself and going on that journey of trying to love yourself is the best thing you could do for yourself, as cliche as it sounds. And I'm so happy I learned this lesson already now, because I'm sure this is not the first or the last time that I'm gonna fall off my routine and maybe gain again a little bit weight or stop meditating or whatever. But now I know the consequences of falling off. And I hope that you'll be able to create habits that support your well-being and hopefully make you love yourself. Because you only have this life, so you might as well love yourself to the best ability. But even if you don't love yourself, know that there is people that can love you still. Because there is a saying that if you can't love yourself, how can anyone else love you? But I don't think that's true. And love is not conditional, but it's definitely something that you should go towards if you can. Wow, that was a lot of rambling. I I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, let me know what. And yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.